Prosecutions of illegal aliens at the southern border is getting harder now that state agencies are pulling out, leaving local law enforcement officials in the lurch. This is Wednesday, September 24th, 2025.
Texas Scorecard presents the day's first news for the Lone Star State. The Texas Minute, with your host, Michael Quinn Sullivan.
We've reached the halfway point of the week. Thanks for spending part of your Wednesday with the Texas Minute. Texas A&M University is looking to hire a Latinx environmental history professor who will help push a left-wing social justice narrative. More on that story coming up. In order to block Texas's new law requiring that the Ten Commandments be displayed in all public school classrooms, the American Civil Liberties Union has been suing individual school districts. The number of districts sued by the left-wing organization has now risen to 25. The new lawsuits come after a federal judge in San Antonio issued a temporary ruling that blocked enforcement of the law in 11 school districts across the state. The ACLU claims a display of the Ten Commandments undermines parental rights concerning their children's religious education. It's worth noting that there are some 1,200 school districts serving Texas's 5.6 million school children. For the third consecutive year, the Republican-majority Tarrant County Commissioners Court has voted to cut property taxes. The adopted property tax rate will slightly lower most residents' tax bills. Earlier this week, the Tarrant County Commissioners voted to set the county tax rate below the no new revenue rate established under a formula set in state law. So, if you live in a Republican-dominated county and your commissioners aren't cutting taxes, you should ask them why. After all, Tarrant County is doing it. Texas A&M is actively recruiting a Latinx environmental history professor to contribute to its, quote, critical environmental justice project. This position was announced at the same time as President Mark Welsh's resignation from A&M, which followed controversy surrounding a class that promoted transgenderism to minors. Were it not so serious, both the job posting and the related A&M website would read like a practical joke on Texas taxpayers. Beyond classroom instruction, the selected professor will be a key contributor to the Latinx project and will serve as a Mellon RESI Scholar, a designation linking the role to the Mellon Foundation and A&M's Race and Ethnic Studies Institute. According to its website, the Latinx Project is a training ground and networking initiative for promoting left-wing political and ideological objectives. Latinx describes itself as seeing, quote, pollution, climate change, energy transitions, land degradation, water and food insecurity, migration, and resource exclusion, for example, as connected with long histories and experiences of social exclusion, marginalization, and oppression, often across intersecting axes of race, gender, sexuality, class, religion, end quote. As an aside, the term Latinx itself has garnered national scrutiny. While used by white liberals, polling shows it is widely rejected by Hispanic Americans. The Texas Minute will be right back.
What are the important things out there in Texas politics and Texas news that matter to you, and what can you do about it? That's what we want to bring you with the Luke Macias Show on a weekly basis for 20 to 30 minutes. That way you can get the information and go do something for the rest of your week. I look forward to coming to you every Wednesday.
Texas border jurisdictions are scrambling to manage thousands of pending Operation Lone Star cases after key state partners have abruptly pulled out, leaving local officials to coordinate housing and transportation for defendants. According to Kinney County Attorney Brent Smith, the Texas Department of Criminal Justice and the Texas Division of Emergency Management, both of which helped provide housing for illegal crossers arrested during the Border Security Initiative, are no longer handling those responsibilities. The Del Rio Processing Center is reportedly shutting down, along with Valverde County's detention facility. Those were originally the epicenter of Operation Lone Star's prosecutions. Meanwhile, the Kinney County Sheriff's office has more than 700 outstanding warrants for alleged smugglers and another 1,400 warrants that have not yet been executed because of limited capacity to house and transport the defendants. Earlier this month, sheriffs and prosecutors involved in Operation Lone Star met to find a solution to these problems. It is worth noting that Kinney County's Brent Smith praised the governor's office for being, quote, very accommodating and trying to find a solution. You can find details on that story and the others mentioned today and keep up with the latest news by visiting TexasScorecard.com. This edition of the Texas Minute was based on the original reporting of Addie Hovland, Aaron Anderson, Robert Montoya, and Travis Morgan. Our producer is Nick Shepard. I look forward to seeing you out around the Lone Star State. Now go make it a great day.